But let's turn our attentions back to Rafah, because Egypt is one of the countries most concerned about the prospect of an IDF operation there, and it's been strengthening its border with Gaza in recent months. To talk more about that, we're joined by Haisam Hassanein. He's an adjunct fellow at the FDD, the Foundation for the Defence of Democracies. Thanks for being with us, Haisam. And this same Qatari newspaper has claimed that Egypt is once again right now strengthening its border in anticipation of an IDF offensive in Rafah. Is it true?
Thanks for having me, Laura. Yes, according to news reports in recent months, Cairo asked Washington to consider helping supply additional tranches of funding and new military equipment, such as radar systems, to secure the border with Gaza. Egypt worries that a Rafah invasion could push hundreds of thousands of people to its border, and while they have been fortifying their side of the border to ensure no loopholes for anybody to infiltrate, but there is an understanding they will have to take some refugees at some point. So the current Egyptian strategy is to minimize the number of Gazan civilians taken by all possible means. So this way they could ensure the return in the future, and also ensure that no militant Hamas members infiltrating the Egyptian borders among the civilians.
OK, well, meanwhile, the hostage talks have stalled once again, both Qatar and Egypt failing to get a deal. Does Egypt still have any leverage over Hamas?
Obviously, the non-successful hostage talks prove to Egypt that Hamas is a stubborn Muslim Brotherhood organization that only cares about its survival at the expense of the Gaza civilian population. And this means for Egypt, if Hamas continues to be a player in Palestinian politics, pro-Islamist governments like Qatar and Iran will continue to compete with the Egyptians over leverage inside the Strip. And if one thing Egypt wants to gain from the October 7th crisis is to be the main player in the Israeli-Palestinian arena again, mainly before the Arab Spring. So this, in order to restore this prestigious regional status, this won't happen as long as Hamas continues to have a say over matters inside Gaza.
Haisam, we've been talking about the coalition that helped defend Israel on Saturday night, Jordan, the European allies, of course, and also Saudi Arabia and the UAE also reportedly playing a role as well. Another of Israel's Gulf allies, Bahrain, has been in talks with Egypt. The King of Bahrain was in Cairo yesterday. They want to find a peaceful solution to what's going on, and in Gaza as well. Can you tell us a bit about what was said?
Yes, three things it dealt with. One, the upcoming Arab summit that will be hosted this May in Bahrain. Surely both Egypt and Bahrain want to coordinate on the most crucial regional issue of today, which is Gaza. Two, Egypt and its moderate Gulf partners, as much as they hate Hamas, but they want the war to stop the next day. This is to avoid hosting displaced Palestinians on Egyptian territory, and most importantly, avoid instability caused by Iran and its reckless regional proxies. They see an Israeli dismantling of Hamas a desired objective from one hand, but because it will give them more leverage on the Palestinian arena and open the door for replacing Iran, Turkey, and Qatar, the pro-Islamist governments, but also they are worried about an Iranian escalation, which will endanger their trade and economies, and most importantly, radicalization of the local public. The resistance axis in the region led by Iran is propagating, it's defending the Palestinians, while the Arabs are not doing much. So the moderate Arab camp in the Gulf and Cairo would like Israel to have a secret formula to balance between dismantling Hamas, in the meantime taking care of the Palestinian civilians, and in the meantime finding a way with the Iranian-led propaganda in the region.
Yeah, we're all looking to find that secret solution, aren't we? Thank you very much indeed, Haisam. Great to talk to you. Haisam Hassanein there at the FDD.